Hello there. Today I'll be sharing with you a critique session I had with my IT student. Please enjoy. So, what you have here is, let me see, here for example, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing all kinds of things like that. There is no defined strokes. No defined strokes. That's what's happening here. No defined strokes. Here it's like you are not sure of what you want to do. Here you're bringing scribbling into it and stuff. Mixed techniques. Is that how techniques are spelled? Whatever. Mixed techniques. Now, mixing the techniques is not bad in itself. What is bad about what you're doing is you've not understood the individual techniques. You've not understood hatching for itself, you've not understood cross-hatching for itself, you've not understood scribbling for itself, and you're mixing everything together. That's where the problem is. So, let's try to give. So, what should we do? Should we do cross-hatching? Should we do scribbling? What should we do in this example? Cross-hatching. Okay. So, again, just like yesterday, the aim of this is not to draw the whole thing completely or even draw it to amazing accuracy. No, it's just to have something to work with so that I can show you these principles. Basically, that's what this is all about. Just like yesterday again, get your angles right. It's literally the angles I'm using to draw. Literally. And then feel free to adjust when you find out that the measurement that you've put is not really working for you. So don't be so bound to it that it must be this or nothing. So have that. I don't even be concerned about all the details, but let's just put markers. So where the eye is going to end on where. Is it showing?
Yes.
So now it's cross-hatching. Cross-hatching means that you would have hatched, then you will now cross it. Do you understand? You would have hatched and then you will now cross it. So let me show you what I think. I'm saying I think because most times I feel that something is the simplest and then I get students to work and it's like nobody's trying to do the one I assume is simple. So I'm assuming this is the simplest. I'm assuming that this is the simplest. So the simplest for me, the way I think, how it makes sense to me that it's the simplest is what I'm about to show you now. So it's that you take one direction of hatching and cover your midtones. Do you understand? So that way you're not calculating where should I stroke, where should I just go, just one direction. Just pick one direction and go like that. Do you understand? Just pick one direction and go. No pressure, just pick one direction and go. No pressure. You can do this, Nashe?
Yes.
Everybody can do this. Everybody can do this. So just go in one direction. No fear of anything, just in one direction. Then you come here. One direction again until you arrive at this point where one direction again. Everybody can do this. Everybody. So it's not like I'm just trying to whine you or you can see that you can do this. I'm just trying to break it down for you as simple. This is cross hatching we're doing. We're just starting with hatching. Abi? Now, what we just did was this direction. Abi?
Yes.
No, let's start another one. We can start either by just a little bend or this way. You can choose any way to go about it. Okay, let's choose this one so that it will be drastically opposite. And your lens doesn't have to be very long. Just a little is okay. That's cross hatching already, right? So you don't have to overthink everything. I know you want to do it the way that I do it and stuff, but start from somewhere. So learn to recognize shadows and light as opposed to drawing features. Yeah? Learn to recognize shadows and light as opposed to drawing features. Features like drawing nose, drawing eye. What helps your drawing the most is actually drawing features, drawing shadows and light, not drawing features. Because your brain, that's something that we may talk about some other day. Your brain has already taken your left brain, to be precise, has already assumed before you thought how a nose should be. So you already know how a nose should be. Your brain already told you what a nose should be. That's why you see people draw faces and they draw this to the eye. That's because their brain tells them that. Then they now draw this W to be nose and this, and they are happy. Yay! They're like, sorry, I've not finished. Then they now do eyelashes. And it's not like they're drawing from their head, they're drawing from a picture. And in their heart of hearts, this is what is in the picture. And for some very mysterious reasons, this thing looks like what is in the picture to them. until you show them something that is not this, that's closer to that, then that's when they now realize that they did rubbish. But before you show them that, Picasso, this is a Picasso, a Da Vinci. So, but you're following, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So now let me focus on the nose a little. So it's that same principle that I've spoken about that you just keep repeating. You have done the hatching layer already, so you're just following all the places that there is hatching and you're cross-hatching it. If you don't understand anything, just ask who. Because after this, I'm not going to be answering you anything. You can see how I'm now adding more cross-hatching lines to smoothen out these things. I continue adding details until you get to what you want. And like I said, I'm not doing this because I want to just get the resemblance or anything. I'm just doing it to just show you how, you understand, the process is basically. So it's not about drawing this thing to resemblance or anything, like I told you yesterday also. So just keep going. Just keep. So you just start with just one line. So don't start like, okay, Mala used to do like this and do like this and do that. Forget it. Just, I already know. It's like I'm dodging the steps. It's like I'm getting step 1, step 2, step 3 and joining them in one place. So just go step 1, step 2, step 3 like that. And it's not rocket science. It's not hard. It's not hard. At least now you have seen the secret. It's not as hard as people are looking at it to be. As a matter of fact, it's not even hard. Somebody is saying it's easy for me to say it because I am Allah. You can see it is not a matter of I am Allah. It's just follow the process, trust the process, and the end is guaranteed. Basically, that's why I'm going to stop for this one. Yeah. So what you want to do is, like I said, here you are having scribbling, you are having hatching, you are having cross hatching, everything. Here I don't even know what's going on here. This is like just on randomness because I know that I use random lines to create. There's chaos in this randomness. So like there's chaos in this randomness, but okay, the sketch pads are here. But if you remember what I was showing you about that other work, the one that had random, yeah, it had random, but there was no chaos. There's harmony in there, and that's another thing again about the elements of art, principles of art, harmony. So you're having chaos everywhere, but you are bringing the chaos together to create something beautiful. Here, the chaos is not creating anything beautiful. So you have chaos, yes, but it's not beautiful. That's the problem. So when you're bringing chaos, you need to have this a methodology. There is a principle you follow to make it come together. Now, I put it to you that if this thing here is what you repeated here, like you continue repeating it continuously, in a way across the work, it will look harmonious. But what you're doing here, it's not what you're doing here. 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 So your brain is trying to process every aspect of the artwork differently. It's trying to process every aspect of the. See, here is cross hatching. Here is zzz. Here, do you understand? So it's like you just I should do zzz here. Cross hatching. It would be nice to do it here. No. Everything needs to be harmonious and all of that. That's why you have principles of art and you have elements of art. It's so that it will guide you. When people say there are no rules, it means that it's not like there are no rules. There are rules, but you shouldn't be rigid. You should feel free to employ whatever and however, but within the premise, within the perimeters of the elements of art and the principles of art. Not like what we see these days that let me just say something. Anyway, but you get the point. So this is exactly what I'm saying. And then the wiring I was talking to you about is like trying to make line like wire. Like this iron, I just wired it. This place, I just wired it. Like wiring, like wire. Just like thick line instead of tone. So you're supposed to use tones, not lines. You get? So you're supposed to be making tones, not lines. So basically that's what I'm just trying to say. So do you have any question? No question. Come to the end of this session.